If you normally say no to 80% of opportunities, maybe say yes to like 35% and just like start to get warm up with that muscle and have some fun with it because it does lead to everything.
Everything leads to everything.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It interview recap, where my co-host in life, Brad, and I are going to dig into the trailblazing convo. Can I say that one more time? Dig into the
Wow, maybe you can't.
I might not be able to. Leave it in. Dig into the trailblazing convo I had with Sarah Rhoads in our last episode. If you haven't yet listened to that episode, you should. You'll also hear me fuck up the name of her business right after she told me exactly how not to say it. And I just want to apologize, Sarah. You told me, I heard you. I was like, yeah, don't call it that. And then called it that. And I just want to say, like, it wasn't intentional. Anyways, we'll get into Sarah Rhoads and her amazingness in just a second. But today is August 21st, 2025, and it's Internet Self-Care Day.
Yes, it is.
So after this, probably get off the internet is what it's going to say. But listen to this first. Internet Self-Care Day is celebrated each year on August 21st. This holiday is dedicated to using the internet to, it's different than I thought.
Yes, it is.
Using the internet to find resources
That's right.
that can help you take care of yourself. Many of us are so preoccupied with taking care of others, whether at work or at home, that we forget to take care of ourselves. Not these Be It Pod listeners, right? Self-care is described as caring for oneself through practices that promote. I just love how they use the word to define the word. They do it all the time. Self-care is described as caring for oneself through practices that promote health and active management of illness when it strikes. There are many ways to regularly practice self-care through food choices, exercise, sleep, and dental care. For example, dental care. Yeah, that's a form of self-care. Also, going to get your annual visits are a form of self-care. I say drinking enough water is a form of self-care. Like, self-care can be free.
I think the doctor's office visit thing is a big deal. You know, like,
because it's so hard to get the appointment. It's so easy to ignore them. It's taken
it's
four people to get me a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, right? And that's half the problem is, like, you always have to start with your GP, and then your GP has to refer you to these other places, and whatever. But the point is that like it's a multiple step. It's such a multi-step process, and there's so much time between that, like, it just feels like one of those things where you're like, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, and then eventually you're like, oh shit, it's been like a few years.
Yeah, it's been years.
But if you do the artist way, one of an artist dates could be actually like making your doctor's appointments, because they're so hard to do. They're not normal, right?
That's
true. Like to do. Anyways, if you are in the US and you're trying to navigate your way through this shithole of a healthcare system, I see you, I hear you. Everyone gets to pick a cause in this world. And if that's going to be yours, like, I will champion it with you. I'll highlight on your side. Like, I'm a big fan of dog rescues, but like, I got a girlfriend we have a friend whose husband just had a random stroke.
Yeah.
He's fucking our age.
Yeah.
And she is stuck in another state, and she can't get, her insurance will cover the helicopter from Detroit to Denver. And she can't get Kaiser to just sign this one piece of paper. So they're stuck in a hospital now we're going on 7 days waiting for someone to sign the piece of paper. And she's like, what do I have to do? I'm like, local news. That's what we have to do. Unfortunately, GoFundMe and local news. So anyways, self-care is going to your doctor's appointments. Take care of yourself. Also take care of yourself, because clearly medical systems can't take care of you. So you got to care for yourself today.
I mean, you know, they can't take care of you, and they're not going to be reliable in the near future either. So
yeah. But if you hear an ad for Femgevity, I really do like them, and they are a great go-between, because they actually answer my questions, and
But that's the irony. Is
I have to pay.
We're talking about a third-party company,
yes,
not the healthcare system.
Right.
Right,
no.
and they better have their shit together, and yes, they do, and good for them for that. But also, what the fuck that it takes us to have that?
I had to go pay on something on top of what I already pay for,
right,
to get the help. But you know what? It's cheaper than being sick. So here, and also like
It is.
it has helped me. They've helped with my hormone therapy. They help with my sleep. They help with my digestion. So that's an act of self-care. So anyways, it became a healthcare self-care day, but we'll move on. Today,
Internet.
we are back from our tour and we are getting ready to go to the UK.
Oh,
And-
wait, there's one more self-care I wanted to talk about.
Oh, what?
OPC.
Oh, OPC is absolutely
Yeah,
a great way
You
to
can use the internet to
Mhm.
take class and get your movement
Also, I just
in
want to
onlinepilatesclasses.com.
I just want to give OPC a shout out in an amazing way. So in today's world where everyone's trying to sell you on some gimmick bullshit of what Pilates is, Pilates arms and how you have to look a certain way, fuck that. At OPC, we will never sell you on weight loss. We will never tell you that that Pilates will make your body look a certain way, but we will make you strong as fuck and make sure you have the longevity for the life you want to live. You will have so much support. If you only take 5 minutes of a class, we will still cheer you on and championship you. If you miss a week and you're like, oh my God, I missed a week, we're like, that's okay. You're here today. Like you have unconditional, constant support of people, a bunch of women and a few good men constantly supporting you no matter what you look like, where you're at in your practice, how old you are, what you can do.
The community's great.
It's freaking awesome. And I am pissed off this week while we're recording this. It's obviously a different week than you're listening to it, but if you were on my Instagram, I'm so pissed off at the way people think they can talk about women's bodies and what a body's supposed to look like and Pilates arms. And the New York fucking Times did a whole episode on Pilates arms, article and the opinion page on Pilates arms.
Did they really?
Yes, they did. And then because I can't read it, it's behind a paywall and I'm too pissed to give them money. They tried to attribute it to political beliefs. Let me explain to you right now. There's no such thing as Pilates arms. So there's no way in hell Pilates can be a right or left situation. But if you have arms, you can do Pilates. Congratulations, Pilates arms. Correlation is not causation. Like people try to use Jennifer Aniston as like, oh, Jennifer Aniston's arms are because of Pilates. No, Jennifer Aniston's arms are because she's Jennifer Aniston, who happens to do Pilates.
Right.
Anyways, so at OPC, we'll never sell you on that shit because they're lying to you. We are honest people about Pilates being here for your longevity, for the health of it, for the self-care of it. So anyway, okay, I'll get off.
Especially the self-care of it. So love that.
Get off my high horse.
September is coming and we're going to be in the UK. We're very excited to be coming back. It's been 2 years since we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be in 2 locations. We're going to be in Leeds. We're going to be in Essex. So if that is near you, or if you know anyone who's in the area, even if they have to drive a couple of hours, we're flying halfway across the world to be there. We'd love to meet them.
We're actually driving all the way to Essex.
We are driving. We're driving all the way up to Scotland and all the way back down to Essex.
Yes, and we don't even drive on that side of the road. So you can get on a train and come see us.
We'll be driving for more than 20 hours in the UK.
You can fly from Europe to see us. Okay?
Yeah, I agree.
No excuses.
Go to opc.me/UK, opc.me/UK. And then in October, we're going to be at Pilates on tour in Chicago, in Burridge?
Burridge. It's in Chicagoland specifically,
Chicagoland.
Brad. And you know what's really funny is people are like, there's no such thing as Chicagoland. But then Rachel Matta goes, I love Chicago because it has this thing called Chicagoland. And I was like, it's a thing. We'll be in Burridge. It's the sexiest part of Chicago. You know it. Anyways, last week when we recorded this, so a month ago, more than a month ago, it was 75% sold out. So don't wait to get your tickets. Like you can get a day pass, you can get a weekend pass.
I mean, there might only be those left.
Yeah. So
the day passes,
I'm teaching the Joe's Gyms. We're going to have a booth.
Yeah,
it's also our 10-year wedding anniversary. So come celebrate with us.
Oh, actually, literally that weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
The first time we'll be on a plane while the time changes and we miss it all together. So check it out. Just to Google POT Chicagoland. The link is way too long. They didn't give us a short one. Then we're going to be in Cambodia and you can join us. Go to crowsnestretreats.com. I mean, you can literally sign up even as close to 2 weeks before the retreat because it's Cambodia.
Or if you're coming from Singapore or Australia, it's real easy.
So easy.
You know?
And
then, we'd love to come have you. Come join us at crowsnestretreats.com.
Also October, because my team just thinks I'll just work every day. No, I'm kidding. There's days off. Don't worry. There's days off. We are working on making a Singapore event happen. Yeah. Because it's very rare that we have a layover during the daytime.
That's right.
So we have a layover during the daytime. And so we can do an event in Singapore. So reach out to us about that. And then our winter tour is going to be in December. It's going to be humongous, and we'll announce it in the fall.
This one's going to be even bigger than last year, and we're already planning it right now in the summer. We're already planning it. we're going to be opening the doors to all that stuff in October. So
while we're off around the world, you can be signing up for that winter tour. So make sure you watch out for that. Okay, before we get into Sarah Rhoads, we have a question to answer.
We sure did. Yeah, this is from a friend, Hillary Billings. She DM'd you and said, hey, do you like your weight vest? Needing to get one, but I can't figure out what size or configuration would make the most sense for me. I also don't want to look ridiculous, but I think I might just have to get over that.
Yeah, so I do have a link to, here's the deal. It's not a sexy company. You're going to have to buy it on Amazon. But I have the link to the one I like. So
we'll put that in the show notes.
Check the show notes. Okay, I think.
Why do you like that one?
Okay.
What is it about it that makes
so
it? I know we've gone through a couple.
Yeah, so we're going back to the one I like because the one that I have, I don't like the one that I have currently. And that's what I told her. So I like the one I had before I traded with Sue.
Right.
Because her husband bought her a 20-pound vest. She's not 100 pounds, guys. So here's the information about a weighted vest. You want one that's around 10%, maybe 15% of your body weight. Okay. So that's what you want. And there's a company that is called like Omorpho. And I'm trying to get.
Is it the one that you shared with her?
No, I didn't share that with her.
Oh.
I have an affiliate to that and I don't like, the vests are sexy and they're useless. It is 2 pounds or 4 pounds for women and then 6 or 8 pounds for men. And they're $300. So don't buy that one until I tell you to, which is when I said, oh, I'll promote your vest when you have a weighted vest that actually makes sense with science. So it's beautiful, sexy, not ridiculous looking, a waste of $300, and it doesn't even do what you need to do. So the vest that I like, honestly, depending on the weight that you're getting, it's like between $30 and $60. It's not expensive. Where I think people have to be considerate is if they have chest abundance. If you have chest abundance, you might want to look at the one that I currently have, which I couldn't find online, but I'll tell you what it looks like. It has bungee cords on the sides. Yeah. I think it's a men's one. It has bungee cords on the sides. So and it's longer. So if you have boobs, because the bungee cords can be loosened and because it's longer, it can go across the boobs.
Go forward a little
bit.
Yeah, sure.
The one that we'll put in the link to the show notes is the one I like. I can't attest to the chest abundance because I don't have it. But why I like it is it's actually short, more like a crop. And so it's not going all the way down my lower back. I don't like that because my lower back then sweats. The weight feels more distributed around my whole body. This one that I have just feels like it's very much on my shoulders, but maybe it's because I don't have boobs. Maybe if I had boobs.
No, I think it's also that it's too heavy.
Mine's too heavy. It's 20 pounds and I really should be on a 16-pound weighted vest. So Brad, congratulations. You have a vest. And that's exactly what you wanted.
More than 10% of my body weight. So
20 pounds. It is. It's like, yeah, it is. Unfortunately, I don't know who's going to get it, but I'm going to go with a 16-pound one. I would say like most people should start with that 12 to 15 pound. If that's 10%, if you're like, oh, that sounds really heavy, 15 pounds, start with a 10 to 12.
Yeah.
You can they'll last forever. Just give them to a friend who wants to start it. Like create an exchange, like a book club, but check the show notes. I really like wearing mine on morning walks because here's the deal. My dog walks, now that I have a Whoop band that shows me how literally useless a dog walk is on your health. Like, of course, it's lovely. It's nice. You're outside.
But you are getting steps. So there's
you're getting steps. It's so great for that second heart. But it is doing 0 on the strain that you can put on your body. And so adding the weight vest kind of intensifies the walk by about 15%. So if you are looking for adding that intensity, maybe you're a really busy person, it's really good. Apparently there is some science around how it's really good if you are perimenopausal, menopausal, and increasing bone density, strength like that. All those things I can't tell you, but Dr. McClare has done a post about it. And then there's a guy, something Easter, Adam or David Easter, he's done a whole post about it. So if you're really curious, take a look at those things. But I just personally like it because it really challenges me to sit up really tall. I can't. It kind of
forces you to. You can't be leaning over.
No,
when you've got a weight vest
no,
on. You can't be slouching. You feel it.
I should wear a weight vest while it's pod. Maybe I won't move all around the place driving Brad crazy.
I don't believe it. All right. Well, if you have a question, you can text us at 310-905-5534, or if you don't want to text, you can just go to beitpod.com/questions. And you could submit either a win or your question.
And we want your wins.
We do want your wins because of our Friday episode. Share something that you're really proud of yourself for. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's not bragging.
If you're like, I can't do it, then share a friend's win. And then you'll crack
Sure.
the seal, and then you can share your own.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Pull out your phone right now. Go to beitpod.com/questions.
Your win can literally be that you took a walk this morning.
Yeah,
Because
I
have
want
you
to
ever-
see. I want to see some wins next
If
week.
you've ever woken up on the wrong side of the bed, it's like, and then you go for the walk. Like the win is that you didn't let the keep you from like making the day a better day. Just saying.
You got this. All right. Stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to dig into this amazing convo you have with Sarah Rhoads about some really cool shoes that she's been making. Okay, welcome back. Let's talk about Sarah Rhoads. Sarah is a photographer turned entrepreneur and the founder of Commbi Footwear. After a successful career shooting for top brands like Keds and building creative campaigns with her husband, she made a bold pivot into footwear design to solve a problem she's personally faced. Together, she and her husband developed a modular, supported shoe system. He even taught himself AutoCAD to help prototype their designs. And we're going to talk more about it because they're fun. But Sarah is actually a mom of 3 and a firm believer in curiosity and alignment. Her story is a masterclass in vision, grit, and reinvention.
Yeah.
And it was a really fun conversation.
It was so
just,
great.
yeah, she's very bubbly.
I just like her. She's also adorbs. I
Yeah.
hope to meet her in person. So these shoes came on my radar, and I like, if you listen to this pod long enough, like I love to be cookied. I just think it's the greatest thing because like sometimes you want something, but you don't want to buy that. You don't want to buy it right now. And sometimes you want to see it a few times to see like, do I really want this? Like, do I miss it? So anyways, I'd interviewed the Gate Happens people and they like slammed on our Birkenstocks and it was like a B-.
It wasn't a slam.
Well, it was a B-,
I listened
Brad.
to that episode. She said
B-.
She said they're not the best, they're not the worst. It was
but
a B
also
in the B's.
it was a B-.
She said that the problem with them was that they're too stiff.
Yes. And so
but they really help with forming your foot, but then like there's never any give, so it's training your foot not to actually work.
Right. So they actually are not doing the things that they say they're going to do. So then I saw Commbi and I saw these girls doing these ads about how they wear them and how they use them. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I think this could solve the world's problems on like the footwear thing. And also they're much cuter, right? They're like they're much sexier.
But why Commbi?
So,
what is
but
Commbi
hold on,
about
but hold on.
Commbi?
But then I ordered a pair.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I ordered a pair during the winter, ordered some sandals, ordered the pair. And then I took a picture with them. And I asked a question. I said, when are the shearlings going to come back? And the owner, Sarah, DM'd me right away. Hi, this is the owner. We're out of stock on those right now, but like here, I'll get back to you. And I was like, whoa, she does her DMs like I do my DMs. I like this person as a person, right? Like now I'm past the company and now I'm into the person. Then I got the shoes, took a picture in Palm Springs, and she's like, oh my gosh, we start chatting back and forth. And then I was like looking at her story and I'm like, I want her on the Be It Pod because like, if this isn't a Be It Till You See It story, like, I don't know what is, right? Like, she's not a shoe person. She's not a podiatrist. She's a photographer. And she, like, created a shoe. So, now, what is it? I mean...
Why is it called Commbi?
Well...
That's a weird name for the shoe, unless you understand what the shoe can do.
So, to answer, why was I asking about shearling? Because you can take you know how, like, Uggs have that, like, shearling bed?
Yeah.
And then you wear it a few times, and then it gets matted and
flat
nasty.
And
well... Her shoe, you can take that shearling bed out and you could put a terry cloth bed in. You could put
the bed of the shoe.
The bed of the shoe.
The sole of the shoe splits in two,
mm-hmm.
and the bottom of the shoe stays, and then the sole itself, the inside of the shoe can come off.
You like, there's definitely something in the 80s fashion that like this is absolutely something we've done. Like it's like a mix and match. Things a combination, right? Like you can mix and match the beds of the shoe. And now I have like 5 beds and I mix and match them all the time. In fact, the last DMs we have, it's because I had to fly to Stockton for like 17 hours. And for flight, I wore the terry cloth because, like sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. So I wore the terry cloth, took the beds out, threw them in my purse. I only had an overnight bag because I was wearing the same outfit twice. Put the red leather beds in, looked dressy for the dinner party. Went back to my hotel, put the red leather up, put it in my purse, put the terry cloth on, flew home and nice and comfort like a slipper. So anyways, like I'm just obsessed and she's so cool. So let's talk about her because it's not an ad for her shoe. We make no money on them.
That's true.
She said, when my curiosity really is piqued and I feel scared and terrified, I usually know that is a thing I need to go after. And I resonate with that so much.
Sure.
Like we resist, like what we resist will persist. And like you have to kind of go through the fear to get to where you want to go. And she highlighted that the hardest part of her pivot was getting over her self-limiting beliefs. I mean, like, can you imagine like being a photographer, like a very established photographer, like fucking Taylor Swift, guys, Keds, all this stuff. And she's like, I'm going to do my own shoe. And like products are so hard. Product business is
She said
so
she
hard.
flew to China to meet with the manufacturing company, and there was a problem with the design. And so she bought a one-way ticket
Yeah.
because she said, I'm not coming back until we've figured out the solution.
Yeah. Yeah. So because and
By the way, most shoes are made in China. That's where all the factories are. For this kind of stuff.
everything is
Same with
made
socks.
there. So
So
except for our flashcards, apparently.
well, we had the choice.
We
but
had the
We
choice.
do have a company in Florida for those. But
yeah, there are like some clothing brands, like we've had Ripley, Raider on, and there's some other ones that can make their clothes in the U.S. However, you need to understand that there's not a single zipper made in the United States.
right. So the
Like
parts of it are still being imported and like
Yeah.
yeah. Of
So,
course.
but I want to keep going. Like just the perseverance, and like she put a quote on her iPhone lock screen that says, "What if you have what it takes?" And I
That's cool.
really love this. I like need it somewhere I can see it all the time. What if you have what it takes? And so I think like what she kind of obsesses about is like, I'm deeply curious about what the edges of my ability, what am I capable of?
What are the edges?
What
Yeah.
are the edges? And to find that out, I have to go to the edge of my fear and look over it. And I think like
Yeah.
for us all to be it till we see it, it's going to require us to face our fear and look at it and believe we have what it takes, because
Yeah.
you got to dress for who you want to be. You got to act for who you want to be. You got to make decisions for who you want to be, even though you're not there yet.
I bet you that. I relate to this in the sense of like being on stage, and when you're on stage with a group, you can hide. When you're on stage and you're at the front, you can't hide, or if you're the only person, and I bet you that most Pilates teachers who have done a group class, the first few times were really intimidating.
Yeah.
Right, where you have to be up in front of a bunch of people speaking, right, and at first that was probably like something that was a little bit scary, but over time you start to get through it, right? And I think that's the kind of fear that she was talking about, that like, one thing that I really loved that she said was, everything is working out for my greater good. Everything is working out for us, right? She and her husband, they say this daily to themselves, especially when challenges show up. This is like their mantra. And they genuinely believe that this helps to shift the focus away from the challenges that are impacting their businesses, which always happen. Always. Challenges just seem to come by, right? So, but when you're focusing on the positive, that's one of the things that we challenge all of our members inside of agency as well. Hey, when you're going to ask a question about a problem you have, before you do that, you have to celebrate a win, or you have to tell something that you're grateful for, right? And the reason is the same here. When you focus that everything is working out for us, everything is working out for my greater good, when you focus on those things, you're more apt to see those things. When you say to yourself, everything is shit, I hate it all, you're just going to see all the things that are shit, you hate it all. We talked about this before. I can't remember what episode, but it was like, count the number. Like if you look at something blue and you say blue, right? You look at blue.
That's
and you look
actually
at red.
an episode that's coming out. It's Brad Bizjack.
Oh,
But I don't think we talked about that.
no.
on this, but-
It's
but
but
he
you and
does
I
it.
talked about it before, and
Yeah.
and like all of a sudden, you start to see all the things that are red or all the things that are blue because you've focused on them. So it's the same exact idea here, and I love that. I think it's great, And she said that, the other thing with being an entrepreneur, she said sometimes you tackle something and it seems like a dud. Oh, I started this whole conversation with these people about this thing and then nothing ever came to it, or whatever. And like, it seems like, where do I put my time and all the things? And she said, hey, everything leads to everything.
Mhm.
Everything leads to everything, right? So being part of an entrepreneur is being someone who has an appetite for adventure, being willing to explore. She said there's no trail, no map. You're just kind of in the woods with a machete, right? And you're out there trying to figure it all out. And every time you make a new connection, you might not have any like reciprocation from that action today, but there will, like eventually things are connected. It comes back.
Oh, also, like sometimes like just having a conversation that hits a dead end allows you to get more comfortable with an idea that you might have had fear around. And then when
Sure.
you have it with a different person, you have a whole different perspective because it's not the first time you're voicing it. I always tell some of our agency members, I was like, I taught a woman, she took a first time session with me during a time that a client was on vacation. So I didn't normally have that time. The client's only on vacation for 1 week, but she came in for a first time session and none of my other times worked out for her. And so I actually had to refer her to a friend. But do you want to know something? She loved me so much. She sent me a ton of clients.
Yeah.
Everything is everything. So she didn't, and why didn't she send to my friend who she took one? I don't know, but she sent me them. And the point is like, don't go, oh, I'm not going to teach that person. I'm not going to take that opportunity because like I'm only available this one time. It's like, just go have the conversation.
Yeah.
You can always be like, that was really cool. Here is this other person. Like, I'm someone who like sometimes has to hermit. I get a little overwhelmed. So I totally understand if you're like, I don't want to go do that. But like, you don't have to say yes to all of the things, but try it. Try just going like, if you normally say no to 80% of opportunities, maybe say yes to like 35% and just like start to warm up with that muscle and have some fun with it because it does lead to everything.
Everything leads to everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, stick around. We'll be right back because we got more gold coming down from Sarah Rhoads in the Be It action items. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about those Be It action items. What bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items can we take away from your convo with Sarah Rhoads? She said, stick with it, stick it out, right? And you two are having this really fun conversations about, the overnight success of the actor and like having lived in Los Angeles, we are very aware that like it's a slow, long road it's very, very rare that someone is like an overnight success in the real sense of that.
There's a really cool book that I just heard about where I forget the name and it won't come to me, but he literally like the tagline is like my 20 years to overnight success. Like,
right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the joke, right? That's the running joke. And you were talking about behind the scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
The building phase. It's truly one of the hardest phases because no one can actually see what you're doing. And she said that they just launched their company end of last year, but they've been working on it for 3, right? And she said,
oh yeah. I mean, like I saw the ads. I'm like, oh my God, they're a huge company.
Right.
She's DMing me and her husband emails customer support. So
they're both working. They answer everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said it's really hard to do the work, the building phase work, and because no one around you can see the vision or the results of where it's going to be, where it's going to go, and you have it in your head, right? And sometimes it's hard to convince other people that this is going to be the thing. It's going to be amazing, but it will be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. You have to trust yourself, right? She said really good things are on the other side of the building phase of when you're able to finally open the doors, launch your product or introduce your book or whatever it might be. Like the amount of prep time it takes to do it right, you have to be able to believe in yourself. So,
yeah, I mean, I think the key thing in there is like, ooh, do you trust yourself? Like, do you? So she said, knowing deep in your soul that everything's working out for you and knowing that anyone can do anything. What a be it. Like anyone can do anything. So why can't you do the thing you want to do? Because anyone can do anything. And she emphasized the importance of protecting autonomy pretty fiercely to avoid burnout. I'm going to just say fiercely. Protect your autonomy fiercely. One of the reasons I see people burn out is they don't protect their autonomy. They are afraid of losing a client or of pissing off a friend. So they just say yes to all these things and their schedule is not their own. Their schedule is being formed by other people's schedules. Sure. And it's like the whole idea, like if you don't have goals, someone else has goals for you.
Sure.
If you don't protect your autonomy, someone else will make sure your schedule is theirs. That's how it's going to go.
It's true.
She prioritizes self-care through specific regular habits. She's also part of an amazing book club and she makes time for it. And I think that is so cool. She hikes and gets out to nature 3 days a week. She stays connected to make things that make her feel alive, not just what makes money. And she advised trusting yourself and believing in yourself. So when that trust keeps coming up, you guys, let me just remind you, 3 children and they're not older. When I asked her, I'm pretty sure they were like under 10. So like
the
young
kids. Yeah. I think the oldest, I'm pretty sure. Actually, now I don't remember, but yeah,
I don't think
they're
not a single one of them can drive themselves anywhere.
No.
So here's my point being, like this is a mom and a business owner who works with her husband. And if she can protect her autonomy fiercely, you can do it.
Sure.
You can do it. Yes, it's hard. Yes, people are going to get pissed off because you're changing the boundaries on them. You're changing the rules. they will get over it because you're going to be a funner person to be around. That's just what I think. Sarah Rhoads, you're amazing. I love you so much. I hope we can be friends.
Me too.
I hope what if she's listening? Well, anyways, I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Crowell.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Go check her out. And if anything, let her be an inspiration to what you can do. You can change your career at any time because you're curious and you believe in yourself. And be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
Oh,
what?
We didn't tell.
Oh, we got a secret for y'all.
We have a secret.
Yeah, we got a surprise.
I don't know how. Don't let them go too soon. You guys, Commbi has given us a secret discount code for you.
Yeah.
beit10.
BEIT10.
Yeah. Get 10% off your shoes. And if you're like, what? Yeah. No, she just gave it to me. And I love it. I've used it. I have 4 pairs already. Don't worry. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to wear them all this weekend in LA. They're so comfortable. I'm quite upset. They're like house
Apparently,
shoes.
she said that they're even making them for men.
They have men's shoes. I showed them to you. Yes, I know. We gotta work them out, babe.
Gotta work them out.
Try. We gotta get you switched
men's
over.
Collection.
Yeah, there's men's collection.
They're pretty cool.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they look good.
I really obsessed. I literally wear them all the time. I don't even put, I used to be a tennis shoes person always. Now I'm like slipping on my Combis to go outside to get the mail because holy fuck, the sidewalk is hot. So I got to put them on and I just love them. And my toe spacers from Gate Happens fit on my toes while I'm wearing my Combis, which is essential.
Yeah, that's
just
pretty
a couple
cool.
plugs.
Pretty
all right.
Cool.
Now you can go be it till you see it.
See you next time, y'all.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.
Oh, where's my phone? It's on Instagram.
It's on the gram. The Instagram. Hoo-hoo.
All right, I'm here.
You're here.
Can we go?
Here, just sit how you're going to sit. Okay, you going to sit over there or are you going to sit on the other side? Where are you going to sit? This isn't a merry-go-round.
I'm going to sit right here.
Okay.
We need a couch.
I'm going to adjust the sofa. This is the sofa. I've adjusted the sofa. Here we go. We do need a couch. That'd be fun. I'd love to change up our setup.
I know.
Here.
I want to go to Joybird. I want one of their cute couches.
I'd love to get like a wide shot and Joybird. What?
Oh, look up Joybird's couches.
Okay.
Amazing.
Well, we'll get there. But I want to actually like make the lounge vibe. That'd be cool.
Yeah, this is not the vibe anymore.
Yeah, I'm in on change. All right, cool. Here we go.
We could do wallpaper instead of this.
We could, but I think we should actually have like different backgrounds so that you could have one for Prophet Pilates, one for this, one for that.
All right.
All right. Oh, sorry, no.
What if we did walls? What if this was the Be It wall? That was the Prophet Pilates
And then we
wall.
just like rotate.
Yeah, we just
like,
rotate the chairs.
like the whole floor. Like
yeah. Oh, they could just like press a button.
Yeah.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm.
She can't help herself. Literally cannot help herself.
I'm ready.